Tennessee State Representatives Justin Jones and Justin J. Pearson are officially back in the state legislature. They were reinstated by their respective municipal councils after their Republican colleagues expelled them for protesting against gun violence on the House floor. The expulsion of the chamber's two youngest black members left more than 130,000 Tennesseans without representation in some of the state's most populous black areas for about a week. The move prompted national outrage, with critics like myself accusing Tennessee Republicans of suppressing black representation in government. But the story is not over now, folks, because although Pearson and Jones are back at work, the pair still have to run in a special election later this year if they want to keep their seats for the rest of the term. It's crazy. With thousands of young people mobilizing in Tennessee over these issues, the electoral landscape in Tennessee could see a major shift. We saw the impact young voters had on last year's midterms. Did Tennessee Republicans not get the message? Here to discuss is the co-founder and vice president of the Equity Alliance, Tequila Johnson. It is very nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming on today. I was on the ground in Nashville. I was there the day after the expulsions to sit down with all three of the lawmakers, now known as the Tennessee Three. And I saw the energy on the ground. I saw the young people. What is the tone and tenor on the ground now?
I mean, the energy around this movement has definitely been ignited or reignited. I'll give you a story. Last week, when I sat down with my team of organizers to map out, prior to this, to map out what goals we wanted to set, we based them off of the last 2 years of organizing and how many people we've been able to register to vote, how many people we've been able to sign our Commit to Vote pledge. And so we created our metrics based off of that. In less than 3 days, my organizers were able to hit their metrics. In fact, in Nashville, we exceeded our voter registration goal, not just for the quarter, Simone, not just for the week, but for the year. We have already hit our year's voter registration goals. So if Republicans thought it was a game, as Representative Jones said, we are now in the find out portion.
So how are you going to keep those folks involved, Tequila? Because you have directly connected the expulsions to Republican fears about black voter participation. And it seems to me that now those fears, they should be amplified, given the numbers that you just told us. How are you going to keep those folks engaged and involved?
Well, now it is time to take that energy that Pearson and Jones and Gloria Johnson mobilized and actually organize them. During the protests, we have what we call our vote mob, and that mob stands for Mobilize, Organize, and Build Power. And they were out at every action with QR codes, with clipboards, backpacks, just old school voter registration, old school organizing style, collecting as much information and data as possible. And we're now looking to put about 100 organizers on the ground this year across the state to, one, register as many people as we can, two, to build up our voter education program, the Liberty Collective that we have, where we train people on actually becoming organizers, sitting on boards and commissions, and potentially running for office. And three, we're going to make sure that these people get to the polls. I mean, it's not a game. They literally lit a fire under a movement that we thought had died down.
You were describing a model in Tennessee. I don't know if you know my friend Dewana Thompson of Woke Vote, and I see what happens when investments are made, particularly in places where folks don't usually invest in turning out black voters, places in the South, more red places, and I see what happens when people put money on the ground in those communities. Do you feel like y'all are getting the support that you need? And I would also have to ask about legislation. People are engaged and involved because they saw what happened, but are you all looking for legislation to come out of this? Something to address the fact why the lawmakers were protesting in the first place?
Absolutely. Representative Jones and Senator Charlene Oliver have already filed gun control legislation. So hopefully we'll see our lawmakers move and take action on that. But as far as resources, no, there has not been an influx of resources in Tennessee, and particularly to organizations on the ground. Shout out to Dewana, who's been down here on the ground, kind of helping advise Justin and really serving as a mentor to me in this time, because there's just so many different relationships and things to navigate that if you're in a state like Tennessee that has not seen infrastructural investment in over 10 years, it can be a little bit overwhelming and a lot to really cipher in between, because we're now going from being a movement that was fueled by our movement as terms of the Equity Alliance, has been fueled by individual donations from on the ground in Tennessee. And now we're gaining exposure from national entities. And it's not nowhere near enough to really make the impact or to capture the excitement. But we are seeing some movement.
All right. Tequila Johnson, I thank you for coming on today. I think it's very important for people to see the folks who are doing the work on the ground. And my sister, we see you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, sister. Thank you for having me, Simone.